Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's me, J-Creams14 here, back with the week number 11 team builder and battle for the PEBA. If you want to skip right ahead to the battle, there's a little timestamp in the bottom left corner that you can just move your mouse ahead and go right to that designated time. But anyways, today we're going to be facing Eeveemaster and the Brooklyn Banettes. He actually has quite a scary team. He has the combination of Gigalith and Excadrill, which has actually proven to be quite a threat in this league so far. Anyways, if he beats us, his playoff hopes are still alive. If we were able to take him down, then they are quite hindered. But anyways, we're actually still fighting for a good seed in the playoffs as well. We aren't totally out of the woods yet. We have clinched a playoff spot at 7-3 plus I think it's like 15 or something, somewhere around there. But we have clinched a playoff spot, so that's not bad at all. Anyways, yeah, let's get into the prep. First off, we have Gligar, or Excadrill, the Gligar, holding the Eviolite, Sandveil, Earthquake Roost, U-Turn Toxic. Um, I decided I I had no nicknames on my Pokemon like seconds before the battle, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna nickname all my Pokemon after the names of his Pokemon of the same type. So we have the ground type, the Gligar, who's named Excadrill. So that's kind of the reasoning for my Pokemon's names. But anyway, so yeah, we're just max defense so that we can take on this Excadrill as it is a huge threat, but really can't touch Gligar at all. If it has the air balloon, then I guess we'll have to U-turn on it. But Earthquake should be doing quite a bit of damage because it is part steel. So yeah, that's going to be our Gligar. Really, really actually key to win this battle because Excadrill is for sure going to come. Next up is Sableye the Chandelure, holding the Choice Scarf, Energy Ball, Fire Blast, Shadow Ball, and Trick. He does have a couple Pokemon that I could definitely use Trick on, like the Bronzong, the Sableye, let's see what else, possibly the Tapu Fini. I don't know if I want to Scarf the Fini though. The Amoonguss for sure. That's a big one, so that he can't switch up moves. But anyways, this thing actually has pretty good coverage for his team. Shadow Ball hits Medicham. It hits the Espeon, the Bronzong, and that's going to be it with that. But otherwise, it hits everything just about neutrally, or for neutral damage, except for the Porygon Z, which is completely immune to it. Otherwise, it either hits it for neutral damage or super effective damage. So he actually has quite a big ghost weakness, in my opinion. But since he's got the Lantern, I brought the Energy Ball, because that could be a potential switch in to the Chandelier. And then for the Porygon Z, there's no like really good fighting moves that Chandelure gets, so I just brought Fire Blast, just to give it a good, powerful stab move, especially with that Amoonguss around. So anyways, we actually are running Infiltrator. I didn't really see, he actually doesn't have a Fire type on his team, so I had no reason to bring Flash Fire. But yeah, just in case he wanted to sub up with like the Espeon or the Mega Medicham, something like that, Infiltrator could really hurt him. Next up, we have Glaceon the Weavile, holding the Life Orb with Ice Shard, Poison Jab, Knockoff, and Low Kick. I didn't feel like I really needed powerful Ice Stab this week. The only thing that it really would affect or like hurt pretty good would be the Amoonguss and the Noivern. And I don't think that he will even. I've got a feeling that he won't bring the Amoonguss because I have the Chandelure, the Weavile, the Togekiss, and even the Jirachi on my team. So I really just didn't feel like I needed Weavile to take out the Amoonguss if it even came. The low kick on Weavile is going to be for the Gigalith, as that thing can kind of pose a threat to my team. I do have stuff to take it down, but yeah, most of my team is physical attackers. I only have the the Togekiss and the Chandelure as special attackers. So actually, I'm not sure what yeah, you're a physical attacker. But anyways, so yeah, that's gonna be our Weavile. Knockoff is just for good, powerful stab. And why wouldn't you bring Knockoff? Anyways, next up we have Hitmonlee with the Agawaf Berry, with Unburden, Endure, Mach Punch, High Jump Kick, and Knockoff. Agawaf Berry will restore my health back to 50%. if I am below 1/4 of health, so I can endure up and get a little bit of health back. Plus, that means that I'll get that speed boost so that I can just start firing off high jump kicks, which is super powerful. But anyways, I brought knockoff because it can basically cover everything that high jump kick can't with the Medicham, the Espeon, and the Bronzong. But anyway, so yeah, that's really Hitmonlee. He should actually put in quite a bit of work because of all the Pokemon that are weak to him, like Gigalith, Glaceon, Porygon Z, and Excadrill. Those are some really big names on his roster that I actually have a good feeling that he's going to bring. Probably not the Glaceon, but possibly the Porygon Z, the Gigalith, and the Excadrill. So, yeah, looking for Hitmonlee to put in quite a bit of work this week. And, or Medicham, the Hitmonlee, whatever. Next up, we have Tapu Fini, the Togekiss, holding the leftovers of String Grace, Dazzling Gleam, Air Slash, Defog, and Roost. We're not running Thunder Wave this week, just because I don't feel like I'll need it. Dazzling Gleam, I needed this coverage for the Sableye, as it's really the only thing to hit Sableye super effectively. And it's also really good just to kind of have, especially for that Noivern, as that could be an issue for my team. But this thing is fully specially defensive, so it should be able to take on the Noivern pretty well, and along with most of his special attackers. So with that reliable recovery, I can outlast quite a few of his mons, like the Tapu Fini, which doesn't give recovery besides rest. So next up, and finally, our Bronzong, the Jirachi, holding the air balloon with Iron Head, Drain Punch, U-Turn, and Stealth Rock. This is actually a pretty good Jirachi. With the Stealth Rock, it'll put pressure on him. It doesn't have much hazard removal except for the Espeon, which can bounce back hazard, so I have to remember that. And then his only spinner and way to remove hazards is actually, I think Tapu Fini gets defog, but Excadrill is his main spinner, and I could just stay in with the air balloon still intact and Drain Punch that thing. Also, if I could just get some damage off on that Gigalith with Iron Head or Drain Punch, my Hitmonlee should be able to knock it out with a high jump kick. So that's kind of what I'm looking for this week, is just to take down the Gigalith and then just sweep him with my powerful Pokemon on my team here. So yeah, that's going to be our squad for this week. Be sure to root on the Baytown Blue Shells in the upcoming battle. We'll see you there. Howdy ho, Geronimo. Here we are in the battle against Eeveemaster. He's got quite the threatening team up top. He's got the Mega Medicham, the Gigalith, the Excadrill, the Tapu Fini, the Noivern, and the Espeon. So, Espeon's the only female on his team, as Chandelure's the only female on my team. Patriarchy. But anyway, so looking at the leads, I'm thinking that he's just going to lead Gigalith to get that sand up. Either that or the Espeon so that he can bounce back rocks. But anyways, I'm going to lead out with my Jirachi, as he might not suspect rocks from it, and rather rocks from like my Gligar. And hopefully I can get a little bit of chip damage on that Gigalith, and also get my rocks up. So anyways, that's going to be the plan. I don't really feel like I need Jirachi a whole lot this matchup. So basically, if I could get rocks up, that would be really nice. So anyways, he actually does lead out with a Gigalith. I'll explain his nicknames real quick right here, as all of his Pokemon are nicknamed anime reference. Due to, in the chat that we have on Discord, he asked the chat, for some anime reference names that he could nickname his Pokemon against me, and DePaus just said anime reference times 6, and so yeah, basically all of his Pokemon are nicknamed anime reference. But anyways, I got the air balloon here. I'm just gonna go for the rocks, as I don't think that it'll swap into Espeon on this, as he goes for the Earthquake, not noticing that I have an air balloon on. But anyways, I just go for the U-turn here to get some damage off on it. As I go into Gligar, this way he can't Earthquake me. He will set up the Stealth Rocks. I don't have Defog on the Gligar. I do have it on the Togekiss though, as I don't think that he'll go for the U-turn on his predicted switch. I didn't think the Espeon would come in, but hey, that's the best case scenario for me. Here I go into Tapu Fini dang, I gotta get used to this. To Togekiss, to get the defog off, as he actually goes for the Calm Mind. I didn't really think that it would stay in on me, and rather just go straight into Excadrill. But I do go for the defog, as rocks do hurt my team a lot more than they hurt his team. And so he's at +1, and actually baton passes into his actual Tapu Fini. So it's Tapu Fini against Tapu Fini, nicknamed Togekiss. But anyway, sand is still up, so we'll see right now if this is a sandy rock. It is a sandy rock from the Gligar, as his Moonblast crits my Togekiss, and because it's at such low health, I can't really recover against anything because the rest of his team is so fast. And so I'll just have to let my Togekiss go down, which really blows. So first hacks of the game, number one. Next up we have Bronzong, or I bring in Bronzong, the Togekiss, or the Jirachi, because I know that Poison Jab from Weavile won't kill this thing. And so I have to go for the Iron Head flinches, and I do get the first one, don't get the second one though, as Moonblast does hit really hard at +1, and so I'm at 49% here. I just go for the U-turn and go into my Hitmonlee, I believe, so that he can't bring out Gigalith. Oh, he does, or for some reason I go into Chandelure, giving him free reign to go into Gigalith, as, I don't know why I did that, I should have gotten into Hitmonlee. But anyways, I go right back into Gligar, as he does click the Stone Edge on my Chandelure. Doesn't do much. I do have Sand Veil on this thing, so hopefully I can get a cheeky miss in there. But I go for the Toxic on the Gigalith, because I feel like it'll just stay in and probably set up rocks, as that thing is quite annoying. But he actually switches out into this thing who I'm supposed to counter. So I go for the Earthquake and get a ton of damage off on him, and luckily that he's Life Orb, so he'll be taking damage each time. But he actually crits me and kills my Gligar. I would have been at like I don't know, 60% or something had he not crit me, and I would have had a Gligar for the Gigalith and the Medicham and everything. But anyways, I go for the High Jump Kick, and I missed the High Jump Kick on the Gigalith. This would have killed it. And this Gigalith is now a huge problem for me, as I go into Bronzong, or the Jirachi, to get some damage off so a low kick will kill. But dude, like, Drain Punch doesn't do very much to it. Really weird calc. I would have gone for the Iron Head instead, but Drain Punch on my calc so that it would just do fine. So anyways, I go into Weavile and click low click. wait. I click low kick on the Gigalith because all I need is that thing to be gone, and I can sweep with Shadow Ball. It took 2 Pokemon left because of the hacks. I realized that the way that I win, I could choose between Weavile and Chandelure, and I felt like Weavile would die to Medicham. And so I went ahead and just sent it out, killed the Gigalith with the low kick, so that it really gave Scarf Chandelure free reign to basically kill everything. I knew that his Noivern, even if it was Specs, couldn't knock out my Chandelure in one hit. So anyways, it goes into anime reference the Medicham here, as it goes for the Fake Out. I just click Knockoff again just to get some damage on this. Shadow Ball will one-shot anyways, but I didn't want to risk anything. And he actually clicked Drain Punch. I could have gone into Chandelure and just swept with a 2-0, but yeah, I didn't want to risk it. And so sack Weavile, go into Chandelure, click Shadow Ball, kill the Mega Medicham, and here we are all set. All the conditions have been cleared for Chandelure to come in and sweep. The crit didn't matter on his Noivern, as it did 2-shot him. And I am going to outspeed because of my Scarf. He was Specs, did a solid 82% or 81%. And anyways, so yeah, Shadow Ball is just going to clean up the game, take out the Espeon, take out everything. So very, very hard fought win against Eevee. Had to fight back against a ton of hacks against me. That high jump kick, crit, the weird calc with the Jirachi, which I really didn't understand. And the crit on my Togekiss, which actually did matter because I could have roosted off Moonblast, and the crit on Gligar, which killed that, which really mattered because I could have used that to counter the Gigalith and the Mega Medicham, barring an Ice Punch, which I don't even think that he had. But anyways, so yeah, that's going to be the game. My friend Jar in the chat was showing that Shadow Ball was a guaranteed 2-hit KO on the Noivern, as that crit didn't matter. But anyway, so yeah, that's going to be our Week 11 battle. We have taken down the Master of the Eevees, 2013, and yeah, so we move on to 8-3 now, I believe, and yeah, pretty nice. So now we are at 8-3 plus 18. If Nico, Ray Bragnus, who is currently ahead of us in the White Division, loses to Strumpful, who is actually undefeated this year, then we are actually going to be the number 2 seed overall, the number 1 seed for White Division. So, Yeah, it's pretty satisfying. I think that we've had a pretty good season this year. It's been really fun playing against all these guys. Finishing up our our season is going to be our last battle next battle against Todd, who's going to be a pretty tough opponent. But yeah, so it was really fun against Evie. Thank you so much for a good battle, Evie. And well, not really a good battle because of all the hacks, but you know, it's probably karma for last week what I did to the boss. But anyways, yep, that's gonna be it. I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to root for your Baytown Blue Shells and have a good day.